Hi, this is Todd and Stacy Veely from the Emmanuel Community United Methodist Church, and we would like to welcome you to Once Upon a Bible Time. Today's story is called Guided on the Journey. Todd will be playing Grandpa, and I'll be playing his granddaughter, Evie.
I think I'm very well suited to Grandpa. I've got lots of gray hair. It's all good, right? Okay.
All right. Grandpa, guess where I've just been?
Well, now, I'm guessing by the balloons that you just went to the grocery store.
No, Grandpa, guess again.
The drive-thru to get a hamburger?
No, Grandpa, I went to Lily's birthday parade. And look, I got a pink balloon and a cupcake with a unicorn horn and a magic bubble wand.
Oh.
Look, it lights up.
Careful, Evie, you're gonna drop something. Did you give Lily a birthday present?
Oh, yes, I gave her a sprinkler splash pad. Don't you think she'll love that? She had a big pile of presents on the table and she put mine with it. And then Lily gave me a treat bag and said, "Thank you for coming." And I said, "Happy birthday, Lily."
That's wonderful.
Grandpa, do you know where Lily lives?
I do not.
She lives near the playground with the double slides. And guess what?
What?
Once we got to the playground, we just followed the pink balloons. Lily's mom used them to make a trail, and it led us straight to Lily's house. Then we drove by, and I gave her my present.
Pink balloons make an unexpected trail to follow, don't they? That must have been a fun adventure.
It was. I want to go to another birthday parade and follow another trail.
You know, Evie, the Bible has a story of a birthday parade kind of like Lily's. I know you've heard it before, but maybe, now that you've been to Lily's party, you can imagine it better.
What story is it, Grandpa?
Well, once upon a Bible time, there were some scholars called Magi who studied the stars and gave advice to their king. They watched the comets and eclipses, which might predict a change was coming. They studied the constellations and could advise when it was the best time for planting or harvesting. They were very wise, but they did not worship the true king or the true God of the Jews. One night, they noticed something very unusual. There, in the western sky, was a star they'd never seen before.
Maybe there was too much light pollution. I've learned about light pollution in science, and I know that lots of streetlights and lighted signs make it really hard to see the night sky. Me and Eddie even visited a park very late at night one time with her parents to see the stars with no lights around. The sky was beautiful. Who knew there were so many stars?
Well, light pollution can be a problem today, Evie, but it wasn't a problem in Bible times. There were no electric lights, and oil lamps and candles were really expensive and were only used for special occasions. Nope, this was definitely a new star. The Magi discussed it among themselves. Then they began researching, reading all of the scrolls and manuscripts they could find. Finally, they found a clue in one of the Jewish scrolls of the prophet Micah. They read these words: "But you, Bethlehem, though you are small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come the one who will rule over Israel." The new star seemed to be in the right part of the sky. It was too far away to be sure, but perhaps it was over the town of Bethlehem. Maybe a new king had been born. That was exciting. The Magi decided to travel to Judah, bringing gifts for the new king. This would make an important friendship between the countries of Persia and Israel. Traveling at night to keep the star in sight, the Magi began their journey.
Just like following the pink balloons.
Yep. Only I suppose you'd want to follow a balloon trail by day, wouldn't you? Night after night, they traveled on camel, pitching their tents to rest during the day. The Magi were wealthy and had servants who traveled with them to help. Finally, after many months, they arrived in the country of Judah. First, they went to the capital city of Jerusalem and asked to speak to Herod the king. "Where is the new king?" they asked. "Well, new king? What is this all about?" King Herod was confused and upset. He didn't know anything about a new king. King Herod didn't want anyone taking over for him. He decided he'd better find out more. He spoke to the Magi and brought his own advisors to help. Since there was no new king in the capital, the Magi decided to continue on to Bethlehem, the town mentioned in the scroll. Sure enough, the star appeared again that night. "Once you found the new king," Herod said, "let me know where he is. I'd like to bring him gifts too."
Oh, it really will be a birthday parade, won't it, Grandpa?
Well, Evie, King Herod was just pretending to like the new king. Actually, he was planning to kill him so he could continue to be king himself. The Magi and their servants continued to Bethlehem, and the star led them right to the house where Mary and Joseph and Jesus were living. God had sent the star to lead the Magi to Jesus, a trail for them to follow. Jesus was just a baby then.
Baby Jesus. Is this Christmas, Grandpa? I remember that Christmas is Jesus' birthday.
Yes, Evie, this is part of the Christmas story. The Magi entered the house. They bowed down and worshipped the baby. They opened their treasure boxes and gave him the gifts they had brought: gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
No toys?
No, but these gifts were extremely valuable. They were gifts for a king, remember, not really gifts for a little baby. But the Magi recognized that Jesus would grow up to be a king, just not the kind of king that Herod had imagined. Jesus never wanted to be the ruler of a country the way a King Herod was. Instead, Jesus wants to help rule people's hearts and help everyone love God and each other. That night, the Magi all had the exact same dream. It was God warning them not to tell Herod about baby Jesus. So they went back to their home secretly by a different route. Even though they hadn't known much about the true God of the Jews before that, the Magi began to wonder, who was this God who had created a new star to guide them? Who was this God who had declared a little baby to be the king of his people? Who was this God who was able to deliver messages through people's dreams? This God seemed to be much more powerful than any of the other gods they'd known before. They talked about this powerful God of the Jews as they traveled home. Joseph, Jesus' father, also had a dream telling him to leave with Mary and baby Jesus because Herod would try to kill him. They left Bethlehem and went to another country, Egypt, to keep Jesus safe until King Herod died. How's that for a birthday parade, Evie?
That's a good one. I think Lily will like the sprinkler splash plaid I got her better than gold and that other stuff, though.
I'm sure you're right. Now, you go enjoy that new bubble wand, Evie. Bye-bye for now.
And don't forget my cupcake with the unicorn horn. Bye, Grandpa. So that ends our story for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and we hope to see you all soon. Thank you for listening.